All right, here I am with my best friend, the one who I was raving to you all about all season long, AJ. Now, AJ, the first question everybody wants me to ask is, I had no idea you were going in. So confirm or deny, I had no idea.
He had absolutely no idea. He actually, we hung out a few times before Super Bowl night, a few parties, and it was hard for me not to tell him he's my best friend. He's a reality guy, but there's no way I could spoil it because that's the confidentiality of Big Brother, and I need to keep that, and I always will.
And to be honest with you, I actually think that was a good thing because when I saw you come down the stairs, it was unlike anything else. So I actually think you made the right move.
I had to do it, and again, you have to respect the process. I respect everyone in production. They did an amazing job. And, yeah, I wanted to tell you, man, out of anyone in my life, even more than my own family, I wanted to tell this guy, but I couldn't do it.
Now, a lot of people are saying, even other Big Brother players from the U.S. are saying, this AJ guy, if he has you in his back pocket, we're expecting a lot from this guy. And I go, what are you talking about? He totally lived up to it because to win Big Brother, you have to float. You don't have to win. I think you played as well as you could play. And the only reason you're gone is a twist. Am I right?
Absolutely. I mean, the instant eviction definitely hurt me. Topaz didn't even want to put me up on the block. She definitely didn't want me to go home. I was one of her allies.
No veto competition.
No veto. No chance to campaign. Campaigning is something I do for a living. I'm a salesperson. And there would be a million different ways to even sell against Andrew. If Andrew and I were on the block together, we had a gentleman's agreement without having to really shake on it, that we would campaign against each other if we had to, if that situation arose. Having said that, the real move would have been, guess what, people? Emmett and Jillian. That was the move that needed to be made. Topaz knew that was the move to be made, but she thought she could also backdoor potentially Emmett. She
With
did
the veto, yeah.
Exactly, or take out even Andrew because Andrew was also coming after her. Either way, she knows that was a terrible move. Also, Alec and Peter, and they all come together at the jury house with Gary before that as well. And you know what? That twist or that move killed a lot of people's games.
Now, I have to ask you this. I'm seeing this purple hoodie. It's kind of like your trademark. Now, now, is this Murtz influence? Because look at this. I've been wearing purple since I was like 10. So where did this come from?
It's an homage to my best friend here, Murtz, to wear purple, this purple hoodie. And there's definitely going to be a line of sleeveless hoodies in the future that I will trademark as well. And also, it's also an homage to a couple of my favorite sports teams, the Los Angeles Lakers. So, again, I love purple. It's my niece's favorite color as well.
And we're going to wrap things up here, but I really want your take on your vote, because we're a strategist here. So your vote, it really hurt me, AJ. I got to tell you, you're voting for a guy who got voted out and comes back in. Please justify it for me.
I can justify it in one word. You know who I couldn't vote for? AJ. And as soon as AJ got out of the house, I really didn't give a flying fidoo which one of those people won. And number one, I want to say this, is that as soon as Andrew and Tala also joined us in the jury, the irony is that the four of us that were in the jury for a week alone, being AJ, the head of jury household, of course, then Alec, then Topaz, and then Peter. And I know Gary got swapped in for Peter, but the four of us conformed what I like to call the forgery, or the darkness. And the forgery is what matters in this game. You know what? You guys can play your little competitions. You can backstab each other in the house. But when four people get together in the jury and make a friendship, that's all that it takes to win the game.
But it's not one of you that's winning. You realize that, right?
We wanted to take the show and say, you know what? We don't care who wins. Guess what? Emmett, you're a cowboy. You got third place, and you got $1,000? Nothing?
Yeah.
Guess what? Emmett, you did it financially as well as AJ did. Live with that for the rest of your life, Milkman. You're a good kid. I got respect for the way you played the game. You had some strategy. You had everyone strategizing for you, including your girl. And you know what, Emmett? This isn't a decathlon. You compare everything to sports. This is not a sport. This is a Big Brother. You finished where you finished. You finished third only on the strength of competitions, because any of those weeks, there was a good chance in a lot of occasions that if Tala had won at a certain point, if I had won at a certain point, you could have gone home. We wanted you out at some point. You ended up going third. You ended up finishing along with me. Congratulations. You still got nothing.
All right. Well, AJ's back. Jonathan, you're a great videographer, but AJ's back to his day job now that he's back. Let's end it with the Murtz sign.